These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, Megan Thompson, tracking your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. And we are keeping track of the latest gatherings in the valley in response to the Trump administration and its recent immigration enforcement. The most recent at the Westgate Entertainment District. People were seen marching for hours. Glendale police say at least one person was taken into custody. Taking a closer look at the latest numbers, the Department of Homeland Security says federal officials have arrested more than 8,700 migrants and deported nearly 6,000 from 121 countries. The agency is saying they face charges including homicide, human trafficking, and drug offenses. Well, Arizona lawmakers are advancing a plan to fix up Chase Field. The bill would allow the Diamondbacks to pay for ballpark repairs. The money would come from Chase Field sales tax revenue and income tax money from players. Supporters say downtown benefits economically from Chase Field, especially in the summer when business is light. But critics say taxpayer money should go to public services, not to a pro sports team. A reminder for you, all month long, we're partnering with Earnhardt Auto Centers and the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley for the Second Chance Sports Gear Drive. Your donations of new or gently used sports gear can help encourage, uplift, and build character for young athletes here in our community. And part of what makes these young athletes so successful are the coaches. Here's ABC 15 Sports Director Craig Fooey.
From soccer to basketball to flag football.
A good coach is just anybody that's willing to give back, somebody that's patient, understanding, and just trying to get every kid involved.
Drew Veach knows what it takes to coach.
There's no greater feeling than providing the opportunity for a kid to invest in themselves and then seeing that investment pay off. And that's what brings me back every season.
For nearly 10 years, he's coached and inspired hundreds of young athletes at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley.
He's basically been my head coach since I was a little kid.
Players like Adrian Hyseni, who began playing flag football at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley and just committed to the Papago Pumas junior college football team.
It was an amazing experience knowing that Drew was willing to take the opportunity on one kid that he didn't even know, just to help him become something great one day.
And athletes like Anaya Sanchez, the first girl to play on the flag football team at the Guadalupe Boys and Girls Club branch.
He was very gentle and he always pushed me to become my better self as a quarterback.
After reuniting with Coach Drew last year, Anaya plans to give back to the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley to coach flag football in the fall. A full circle moment that's not lost on Coach Drew.
It's not something that I thought I would ever get to experience or something that I get to see, but it's a really cool moment to know that, the coaches that inspired me, I went on to coach, and now there are kids that I coached who are inspiring other youth. So that's really cool.
Craig Fooey, ABC 15, Arizona.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We have some good news today. We're not forecasting record heat, but the highs will stay well above normal for this time of year. Starting off with temperatures at 8 o'clock in the morning in the mid-50s. By midday, we're already in the lower 70s, and we're calling for a high today of a toasty 80 degrees. That is 10 degrees above normal for early February. Across northern Arizona today, we'll keep highs in the mid-50s for areas like Flagstaff, Heber, and Show Low, too. 60s in Payson, Prescott, and Sedona, with 80s again across mainly central and southern Arizona. For the first couple of days of the open, temperatures will still be on the warm side. Tomorrow, calling for a high of 80, and we drop those highs a little bit beginning Friday and for the weekend, too, staying in the mid to upper 70s with overnight lows in the 50s. In the high country, it'll be sunny today and mild, but beyond that, it's going to be breezy to windy at times for at least Friday, with highs staying in the 50s and lows in the 20s. Slight chance for a shower on Saturday, but otherwise a dry and mild forecast for the next 7 days.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head on over to abc15.com, or you can download that free ABC 15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.